Hi guys, I believe that the key of doing something over a long period of time, could it be learning to play piano or working out or being present online, really depends on the systems that you build around it. And this helps to keep the unnecessary effort and all the questions out of the sight and focusing really on the things that are important to you. And that's why the strategy for social media helped me to move forward step by step to my bigger goals. And usually on this channel I share my YouTube tips and tricks and learnings, but today I would like to expand this and share more of my overall social media strategy, and let's get into it. And the first thing I need to mention here is for everyone the strategy will be different because everyone has their own goals, values and circumstances, and the strategy should reflect those very much. As the first step, start with your why, or in other words, your goals. And it has to be, and it will be different for everyone. For example, it can be building awareness of the brand, or just sharing information with other people, or maybe selling some products or courses or something to other people, or building awareness of the social issue or social phenomenon or something like that. And here I would like to remind that number of subscribers, number of views, number of likes are not really the only metrics and are not really the only goals that you may want to set up for yourself. I'll give you an example. When I'm thinking about my social media, I'm thinking about two major goals, and one of them being building a community of like-minded people where I can share my experiences and I can take experiences of other people, how they organize things in lives and so on. And the second part is building my income, where the most of it at the moment is coming from my video editing work. If you are finding this useful so far, please support this video with a like and join us by subscribing to this channel. The second step in my social media strategy building is to identify my content pillars and identify topics I would love to talk about it and which are related to my goals. I believe this is something that you should be comfortable sharing online, and also it can be something that you would love to share but you haven't tried, but you never know, so it's really good to try. I try to keep it 2 to 3 main topics so that the people who are coming to my YouTube channel, for example, or Instagram account, they know what to expect and they can get the information that they want. But it doesn't mean it has to be only those 2 or 3 main topics, because you can always experiment with other topics. It's just the main direction of your social media, I think, should be quite clear from the very first moment someone reaches your profile. If you can't figure out the topics you would like to talk about on your social media, what I would recommend is to start and talk about everything, because while you are recording the videos, while you are doing your posts, you will understand that some of the topics are not really interesting for you to talk about on social media. And some of them you don't really feel comfortable, or you don't get enough response on some of the topics. And this is how after some time you will realize that, okay, I like this, this and this, and I don't like to talk about some other topics. And you will find out what is comfortable for you and what is not. I have a whole separate video with 7 ways on how I come up with ideas for my YouTube channel and actually for my other social media as well. Step number 3, to identify who are you talking to? Who is your audience? Who would you like to discuss things with? Who would you like to collaborate with? I think this is a very important step, because most of the feedback, the most of collaborations, the most inspiring conversation that you will have with those people who are really your audience. And this is where I try to go deeper and understand how does their life look like? What do they like doing? What they don't like doing? What are the things they would like to solve, and what are they looking up to? So for example, looking at my goals, I'm searching for creators who need some help with video editing, or I'm looking for creators with whom I can discuss some interesting tips and tricks about YouTube, or I also searching for people who really try to be efficient with what they do, and this is where I discuss some planning hacks, planning tricks or productivity tips, and this is the overall picture. And of course it's possible to go deeper and understand what are the things, what are the points where you connect to the person who is watching you, who is listening to you, because this is how you can start a better conversation that is fulfilling for both sides, you and the person who is following you. And the next step is, after getting all the information we thought through in the first 3 steps, is which are the platforms where I can share my videos, my post or my text to reach the people I would like to talk to. And very important part is you don't have to be on all the platforms, because it's just really not sustainable and you won't really connect on a deeper level with your audience. So here, especially in the beginning, I would suggest to have 2 to 3 platforms where you can put a lot of effort and actually create deep connections with people. From my perspective, I'm using YouTube as a long form content platform where I share my tips on productivity, some Notion tips, of course the YouTube tips and strategies, and some ideas I come across while reading the books. Then on Instagram I usually share more of my day-to-day life, and also I focus more on my freelancing work, so I share more about the things I edit and so on. So these are 2 main platforms where I create my content, and I also have 2 other platforms where I repurpose my content. And the first of them is TikTok. This is where I either repurpose my YouTube videos or I repurpose my reels from Instagram, and I don't create any specific videos for that platform. And I also have a blog as part of my portfolio website, and I haven't opened it yet, but I post my repurposed content from YouTube. So I take videos that are related to video editing, video production, or running a YouTube channel, and I create articles from them and post them in my blog. The next step is I identify how often and what sort of content am I prepared to post. And this will be really different for everyone, because for some people it's easy to shoot video or to take a picture. For some people it's more complicated. And here I think it's very important to try and find this balance between being reasonable, like for example posting 1 YouTube video per week, and being realistic. How often can you post? So probably I can't post 2 videos per week at the moment, or I can't post like a reel or a short video every day, which is recommended, but I know I can't do it, so I pick something that's working for me. And final and very important step is to add your plans and your content strategy to your calendar, so that you remember to post when you plan to post. And I think here it's very important to automate as much as possible. So if you can set up a schedule for your post or for your videos, please do it. If you can create multiple videos or multiple posts at the same time and then just hit the post buttons, then please do it. If you can dedicate an hour or 2 hours per week, or maybe a whole day in a month to create content for your social media, that actually can work really well. And something I like to keep myself reminding about is that strategy is very important, because it helps me to go forward and to go towards my goals, but it's not set in stone. And if I would love to try something new, like different topic or different type of content, like a different video or different scenario, I definitely will do it, because this is the way how we explore and find new ideas and get inspired and get more motivated. So strategy is very good, and experimentation, it has to go hand in hand. Let me know, guys, what social media are you exploring, and I hope you found this video interesting and useful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!